Let's set the record straight. Life isn't some big cosmic bully that's out to get you. It's not sitting there plotting to spill coffee on your favorite shirt, hide your keys, or send that awkward "you too" when the waiter says enjoy your meal. Nope, it's something far stranger, and honestly, far cooler. Life is like a giant, super accurate echo chamber, bouncing back every vibe you send out. It's always responding, always matching your energy. Kind of like an oversized cosmic mirror that reflects exactly what's happening inside your head, even if you're pretending it's not there. Ever notice the friend who always claims they're unlucky? The one who insists every red light in the universe is conspiring against them? Turns out they're not exactly wrong, but the conspiracy doesn't involve traffic lights. It's their mindset broadcasting an ongoing negative signal, and life, being a faithful servant, obediently mirrors back that negativity. Meanwhile, you've got that friend who strolls through life like it's a gentle summer breeze. Promotions? Check. Great relationships? Check. Parking spot right by the entrance every time? Somehow, they've convinced the universe they're worthy of VIP treatment, and they're not lucky. They've simply realized something most people never figure out. Life isn't happening to you. It's responding to you. Your thoughts, emotions, expectations, they're all creating this invisible blueprint, silently instructing reality how to behave around you. Ever walked confidently into a crowded place and noticed how suddenly you're treated like you own the building? It's not magic, it's physics. Well, mental physics anyway. Science even has a name for this: confirmation bias. Essentially, your brain is constantly hunting for evidence that supports your current beliefs, no matter how wildly off base they might be. Believe people are out to take advantage of you? Congratulations. You've just hired reality to play that role, but believe the universe has your back. Suddenly, doors swing open in the most unexpected places. Your reality is a feedback loop, one where you're always the director, screenwriter, and main character. You're literally shaping each scene. Not convinced yet? Think about those days when everything seems to line up perfectly. Your favorite song playing the moment you turn on the radio, or your boss conveniently being in a good mood on the day you're running late. That's you, unconsciously scripting the events of your day. Now here's the key. This responsive reality works best when you're not micromanaging. It's like cooking. Imagine constantly poking and prodding the chef to speed up the food. You'll probably end up with a burnt meal. Life responds best when you put your order in clearly, then relax and trust the kitchen. Stressing or obsessing won't cook it any faster. And yes, sometimes life throws curveballs, like a flat tire when you're already late. But even then, it's still responding. Maybe it's teaching patience. Maybe it's protecting you from an accident further down the road. Or maybe it's just a nudge from the universe reminding you to slow down. Even in chaos, life is still tuned into you. So, next time you're stuck behind someone walking slowly, breathe and laugh instead of silently cursing their entire lineage. Because the moment you choose patience, positivity, or humor, life will catch your vibe and start adjusting accordingly. You might suddenly find the world moving smoothly around you. Your existence isn't passive, it's active and interactive. It's not just about letting go, it's about realizing you hold the strings. And honestly, knowing that life responds to you rather than happens at you is a game changer. If you've been blaming life for your problems, maybe it's time to change your mental frequency. Treat life like your personal DJ. Request good vibes, good outcomes, or better yet, ask for your favorite song again. Watch it respond, tune into your frequency, and dance along with you. So stop yelling at the traffic lights, quit fighting imaginary enemies, and start sending out a new signal. It's simpler than you think. Smile more, stress less, and remember, life isn't happening to you. It's just waiting for your next command. The universe isn't out to punish you or reward you. It's simply mirroring the signals you're sending out. Picture your interactions as a dance, a cosmic salsa, if you will. You're leading, and reality follows your steps perfectly. Miss a step or hesitate, and things get awkward fast. Your partner, the universe, starts stepping on your toes. Suddenly, you're stuck with sore feet, wondering why life always seems to trip you up. And no, this isn't some mystical nonsense. It's physics and psychology doing their thing. Your thoughts aren't just harmless whispers floating through your mind. They're powerful signals that shape what unfolds next. You might think you're doing fine, just going with the flow. But beneath the surface, your unconscious beliefs are choreographing your entire life without your conscious consent. Say you're convinced people don't really like you. Every smile from a stranger feels suspiciously forced. Every friendly greeting seems fake. So what happens? Your body language tightens, your responses become cold, and suddenly everyone around you really does start acting differently. They're responding exactly to the signals you're sending out, not because they dislike you, but because you're unknowingly telling them to keep their distance. It's easy to think we're just observers, powerless to influence the events around us, passively absorbing whatever life throws our way. But reality isn't out to get you. It's simply handing back the energy, beliefs, and assumptions you keep putting into it. When you understand this, you become an active creator rather than a passive recipient. Ever notice someone who always seems to have incredibly good luck? They find money on the ground, get free coffee from strangers, and generally sail smoothly through life. You might wonder if they're bribing fate, or if they secretly struck some cosmic deal with the universe. But the truth is simpler and far less dramatic. Their subconscious genuinely believes they deserve good things, and reality aligns itself accordingly. They radiate openness, positivity, and expectation. The universe can't help but respond. On the other hand, there's that friend, we all know at least one, who is convinced they're cursed by life. Flat tires, spilled coffee, and canceled plans follow them around like persistent mosquitoes. But life isn't conspiring against them. It's faithfully echoing back their belief that nothing ever goes right. This isn't about magical thinking or spiritual woo-woo. It's basic psychology backed by science. Your mind shapes your reality by tuning your perception to match your expectations. Think of it like adjusting the settings on your camera lens. Set it to negativity, and every moment captured is dull and dark. Shift your lens to gratitude, openness, or curiosity, and suddenly every moment holds hidden gems. The truth is, reality doesn't discriminate. It isn't picking favorites or trying to sabotage anyone. It's neutral, always responding precisely to what you broadcast. So if you want a different reflection, you need to change the image you're projecting. The beautiful thing is, it's entirely within your power to shift this. You're not trapped by fate or doomed by circumstances. Your job isn't to micromanage every outcome. It's simply to consciously set clear intentions and trust that the universe knows its steps. Guide it confidently, and reality will follow your lead flawlessly. Life's a dance. You're the choreographer. If you don't like how it's unfolding, don't change the music. Change your moves. You see, most people go through life reacting to what happens to them, never realizing that they're actually the ones setting the stage. They get frustrated saying, "Why does this always happen to me?" When in reality, it's happening because of them, because of the energy, the beliefs, and the patterns they're reinforcing every single day. Imagine someone who constantly expects things to go wrong. They assume people will betray them, that opportunities will slip through their fingers, that success is just out of reach. And guess what? That's exactly what keeps happening. Not because they're cursed, but because their subconscious mind is filtering reality to confirm those beliefs. They don't even notice the chances they could have taken because their brain discards them as not for me. They unconsciously push away good people, sabotage their own progress, and call it bad luck. But let's flip this around. What happens when someone expects good things? When they believe they belong in rooms where opportunities exist? Their brain starts filtering reality differently. They spot the little openings that others would overlook. They attract people who reflect back that same positive energy. They take action without overthinking because in their mind, things always work out for them. This isn't wishful thinking. It's how your brain operates. Your mind is wired to prove itself right. It's constantly scanning for evidence to support whatever belief system you've programmed into it. If you tell yourself that life is difficult, unfair, and full of obstacles, your brain will find proof of that everywhere. But if you shift that belief, even slightly, everything changes. You don't have to be delusional and pretend life is all sunshine and rainbows, but you do need to realize that your perception shapes your reality. Instead of saying, "Nothing ever works out for me," try shifting to, "I'm open to things working out." Instead of assuming people are against you, start believing that the right people are naturally drawn to you. At first, it might feel like you're lying to yourself, but stick with it. The more you reinforce these beliefs, the more your brain starts to accept them as truth. And soon enough, reality starts reflecting them back to you. It's a loop, and the best part, you can break out of it. Think about the last time you walked into a situation with confidence. Maybe it was a job interview, a first date, or even just asking for something you wanted. When you believed it was going to go well, didn't things seem to flow effortlessly? And when you walked in doubting yourself, didn't it feel like everything was slightly off? That's not a coincidence. That's reality mirroring your inner world. So if you take one thing from this, let it be this. You are not at the mercy of life. You are in constant communication with it. The universe isn't randomly throwing experiences at you. It's responding to you. The question is, what are you broadcasting? Now, if this hit home, drop a comment below about how you plan to shift your energy. And if you're ready to start steering your reality with intention, don't just leave this as a nice idea. Take action. Hit like, subscribe, and let's keep exploring the hidden forces shaping our lives.